Hey, Daily Doses. This is Pastor Larry here, and it's a bonus Monday where we take a look back at something from the weekend message. And in my message at the end, I referenced Luke chapter 17, where there's a story that we're actually doing in our life groups as well this week of 10 lepers that Jesus had healed. And they were to go then, he said, go to the priest and show that you have been healed. There's a formality and religious things they had to go through. And then go on with your life. And they did that. And only one of them came back to thank Jesus. And Jesus says this when this guy came. It says, one of them, when he saw he was healed, came back praising God in a loud voice. He threw himself at Jesus' feet and he thanked him. And of all things, he was a Samaritan. You know, the people that the Jews thought were unworthy. And Jesus asked, well, weren't all 10 cleaned? Where are the other 9? Has no one returned to give praise to God except this foreigner? So apparently the other 9 were Jews. And then he said to them, rise and go. Your faith has made you well. Now, I just want to come back again because I talked about an assignment of going back to mentors, maybe going back to parents, maybe going back to a first boss, people who have believed in you, friends who have been those that have helped you through difficult times or made that connection for a job you got or whatever it would be. Here's my thing. I want to hit it again. Literally go back and thank them. Not just like in your heart, yeah, that was so good. But go back and encourage them. You know, that's one of the greatest encouragements people can ever have. And this guy didn't just come back with a casual thing. He threw himself at Jesus' feet and he thanked him. And again, he was the most unlikely person to do that. You know, my bet is that you have mentored a lot of people and you've done a lot of things to help people be a turtle on a post. And my bet is very few have ever come back to thank you. And my bet is also those who have stirred your heart with an incredible sense of gratitude that the Lord allowed you to do that. It's a great gift. Well, why don't you pay it? Usually we say pay it forward. Why don't you pay it backward? Literally don't just nod your head. If you're listening to this in your car, on a podcast, wherever it is you're doing it, pause right now. Jot yourself somewhere on that things to do. Because one of the most important traits for a Jesus follower to have is gratitude. Gratitude towards God, gratitude towards others. It is the antidote to the pride that creeps into our heart when things go well. You see, if we don't fertilize and water with gratitude, the weeds of arrogance are going to grow up, guaranteed. And it starts, as I said this last weekend, with this little sense of like, wow, I earned it. And then I deserve it. And then we think we're entitled to it. God is all the time shaking his head. Blessings can be dangerous. They can also be the best thing in our life. Don't be like the 9. Be like the 1.